I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all
That's a
agree on
given.
that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
They agree with you.
She doesn't want to be the first lady. She's destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want to have anything
She
to do
doesn't
with
care
him.
about that. Yeah.
She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
If you average out the View hosts, among the dumbest people on television. And so it's like they say the thing that people are thinking, but they say it very directly, so they expose whatever truth.
But Whoopi is certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say.
Hold on, because this story is going to take you on a roller coaster ride. A major legal battle is heating up. And trust me, you don't want to miss any of the details. Melania Trump, the former First Lady, is suing the hosts of The View in a defamation lawsuit worth a staggering $100 million. Yes, you heard that right. $100 million. This isn't your typical celebrity drama. This case has the potential to shake up the entertainment and media industries in a big way. People are already buzzing about it, so let's break down exactly what's going on.
Critics are going hard after a liberal media member for vile comments about Melania Trump. The former First Lady appears to signal her support for reproductive rights in a video out yesterday.
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth. Individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really mean?
And this take is pretty shocking.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all
That's a
agree on
given.
that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out.
That's unfortunate.
Wow. I mean, that is violent. They've got to stop talking like that. Because I do want to get back to this point with the left and Melania Trump. Why can't she just be her own woman and have separate?
And she can.
And so why all that criticism? I mean, that was gross from The View. And look, The View is not the litmus test of America. We don't think that.
They were afraid of that remark. That was their problem.
So why did they?
Melania's lawsuit centers around some highly controversial comments made about her during an episode of The View. These remarks weren't just casual criticisms. They were personal and struck a raw nerve. One of the hosts suggested that Melania wasn't exactly thrilled about her role as the First Lady, implying that she never wanted the position and was unhappy in her marriage to Donald Trump. Bold claims, right? But it didn't stop there. Safar. Conversation quickly escalated into a series of harsh criticisms about Melania's actions and decisions while she was in the White House. They even picked apart her choices when it came to redecorating the White House and her approach to Christmas. Traditions. One host went as far as painting her as someone who didn't care about her role, accusing her of being resentful and unhappy with the expectations placed on her. For someone like Melania, who is known for being extremely private, far more so than most public figures, these personal jabs were deeply upsetting. According to reports, she was furious when she heard the comments, and she wasn't about to let them slide.
One of the things I wanted to talk to you about, I wanted to play this, but we decided we shouldn't play it. We don't want anybody to have any sort of a way to get it down. The episode of you when you're on The View, when you were running for president.
Right.
Donald Trump is a billionaire, a real estate mogul, and a television star. But does he really want to add President of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to.
You got introduced as our friend Donald Trump.
Please, let's find out, and please welcome my friend, Donald Trump.
That's right.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug and a kiss. Joy Behar gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. They all loved you.
We're so happy to
Just
have
a
you.
lot of
Whenever
kisses.
whenever you're on with us, we're very happy.
We love it.
They're talking about you in such a favorable light. The audience was cheering, and then you actually started winning in the polls, and then the machine started working towards you.
Joe Biden knows how to do this.
Trump. Yeah.
He tends to just...
She wasted no time in taking action, filing a defamation lawsuit against the hosts of The View. Her claim? That their statements weren't just false, but also damaging to her reputation. This isn't just about bruised feelings or trying to grab attention. Melania is fighting to protect her image and ensure that false stories about her don't spread unchecked. It's worth noting that it's pretty rare for public figures, especially someone of her stature, to take such a strong stand against media criticism. Most would either release a brief statement denying the claims or simply ignore the controversy altogether. But Melania isn't following the usual playbook. By filing this lawsuit, she's making it clear that she won't tolerate lies about her character being circulated without consequences. Now, why does this matter so much? This case goes beyond just a celebrity feud. It touches on some big questions about what can and can't be said about public figures. Melania's lawsuit has the potential to set a new standard for how defamation cases involving high-profile individuals are handled. If she wins, it could change the way media outlets, including talk shows, approach stories about the personal lives of politicians, celebrities, and other public figures. Think about it. If Melania comes out on top, it could force media organizations to be much more cautious about what they say. Speculative or controversial stories about public figures could face much stricter scrutiny. For instance, shows like The View might need to avoid making personal claims without solid evidence to back them up. That could lead to a significant shift in how the media operates, especially when it comes to covering the private lives of well-known individuals. But let's not overlook the stakes here. A lawsuit of this magnitude doesn't just affect Melania and the hosts of The View. It could ripple through the entire media and entertainment industry. Media outlets, journalists, and even bloggers could find themselves treading more carefully, knowing that a misstep might lead to a costly legal battle. At the same time, this case also raises questions about free speech and the role of the media in holding public figures accountable. Critics of Melania's lawsuit might argue that public figures, by their very nature, should be open to scrutiny and criticism, even if it's harsh. After all, being in the public eye comes with certain trade-offs. But where should the line be drawn between fair commentary and defamation? That's one of the key issues at the heart of this case. No matter how it plays out, this legal showdown is bound to make waves. It's a reminder that words have power, and when those words cross a line, the consequences can be enormous. For Melania, this isn't just about setting the record straight. It's about reclaiming her narrative and standing up for herself in a very public way. Whether you agree with her approach or not, there's no denying that she's taking a high, bold step. As the case unfolds, all eyes will be on the courtroom. Will Melania's legal team be able to prove that the comments made on The View were not only false but also harmful enough to warrant such a huge payout? And if they do, what kind of message will that send to other public figures and the media at large?
Now, you know who has been bragging all over the campaign trail about how he's the one that overturned Roe v. Wade, but apparently his wife has different thoughts on the reproductive rights after posting this video plugging her memoir. Take a look.
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth, individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really mean?
One thing is certain, this isn't just another tabloid drama. It's a high-stakes battle with the potential to reshape how public figures are portrayed and discussed in the media. For now, we'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. But one thing's for sure, this is a story that's far from over. We may see a more careful approach to how personal details about public figures are handled on shows like The View or on major media platforms in general. However, this situation also raises important questions about free speech. Could stricter boundaries on discussing public figures' private lives limit open conversations? This debate is gaining traction, and opinions are divided. The timing of Melania Trump's lawsuit has also caught a lot of attention. As she files her legal claim, her husband Donald Trump is making headlines for entirely different reasons. Many are speculating that Melania's actions could be a calculated move to redirect some of the media attention back to her. With Donald's ongoing legal controversies dominating the news, is Melania trying to reclaim her share of the spotlight? It's hard to ignore the possibility, and people are already discussing what this could mean for her public image. Now, let's take a closer look at the comments that pushed Melania to take such a strong legal step.